for Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Now, as always, I think it's really super important you guys support your local comic shop, especially in this time of need. Most comic shops do have board games just like this. Mine does. Mine called The Comic Shop in Oswego, New York. I love that name, The Comic Shop. It's so perfect because that's what it is. I always say, I'm going to the comic shop. It's fantastic. They have an online website now where they're shipping and all that stuff. So if you don't have a local one to support, feel free to support them. But I'm going to talk now to Evan about what they're doing, how this has been affecting them, especially gaming industry-wise. Apparently, there's some really awesome stuff that a lot of gaming companies are doing to support local comic shops. So let's learn about it. Let's check it out. All right, guys, I'm talking with Evan Coy here. He is the owner of The Comic Shop here in Oswego. My favorite comic shop in the whole world with the best name ever, The Comic Shop. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Lots of board games to keep me busy, which is what I want to talk about.
Don't let go.
I know. So you were telling me the other day when we were talking that board games were actually selling really well before the world went crazy.
Before the world went crazy, yes. And actually, Martin, the shop manager, and I have been laughing about this, that we've been selling some board games, more family-friendly Hasbro-type items off of our website, and typically Amazon is a much cheaper price. But we've noticed in the past several weeks that the prices of like Hasbro board games like Life and Monopoly and things like that have increased by like 100 to 200%. So we take a lot of pride, I guess, that our board games currently are much cheaper than Amazon's board games, and there was I think a push before the world kind of came to a standstill, where people were looking for ways to, hey, if we are going to be stuck at home, what are some other entertainment options for the family and ourselves? And there was a big push for some board games right before things kind of shut down.
Yeah, well, it's good. It's been keeping us busy. Like I've said to you earlier, my kids are home, all day, every day, and it's like, what can we do that we can play, like something to keep us all entertained? And so we've actually purchased a lot of different new board games. I know I just ordered an expansion for Mansions of Madness from you guys.
Thank you very much.
So excited to check out. Yeah, I mean, and we've always loved to support our local comic shops, and I love that you were telling me that there are companies that are making it easier for you to support your local comic shop in this time.
Yeah, there's actually an interesting initiative going on right now from GAMA. It's the Game Manufacturers Association, and kind of to show their support, there's a group of about 30 different publishers, I believe, that are offering incentives that directly benefit retailers, including like drop shipping, profit sharing, delayed releases. Again, there's like 30 publishers of which you can order the games directly off of the publisher's website. They'll direct ship the games to your home. And when you order that game, you can specify, hey, I normally buy my games at the comic shop, and they will actually partner with the local retailer to then provide a percentage of the sales to the actual local brick and mortar shop, which is tremendous. All of these retailers have slightly different promotions. I'll send you a link, or maybe you can even post a link in the comment box below that kind of highlights some of this stuff. And we'll also have a link on our website, OswegoComicShop.com. If you are looking to purchase a game, again, a lot of these manufacturers are doing a great service to local retailers who, unfortunately, like our distribution chain is just kind of shut down at this point. There's a lot of things that we can't get. And those retailers that can direct ship are direct shipping to customers, and they're also helping to, give a little bit back to the local brick and mortar shop. So that's great.
I love that they're doing that. I really do. And I always tell my viewers to support your local comic shop, support them. But especially now with the weirdest thing, no new comics. It's bizarre and I hate it and I don't like it.
So there are no new comics. And I know we're talking a little bit about gaming, but DC, we just kind of finalized some orders today for DC is looking into a different distribution channel for a certain number of their books.
Really?
We won't be getting any new comics next week, but I believe the following week we'll start to get some DC titles in. They're not the heaviest hitters, but there's still some good stuff. There's still some good stuff in there. Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, Harley Quinn. I think they delayed the release of Batman '92 until June, but there's some decent books. So we're excited about that. We're going to try to figure out how that works We just placed an order through them literally within the past hour to get some new books, but I don't believe it's going to be this coming Wednesday. It'll probably be the following Tuesday. I believe DC's is going to ship them a day earlier than usual. So New Comics Day might end up on the short term being on a Tuesday.
Hey, that's exciting. A day earlier, feels like.
Yeah.
Anything to keep us excited in these
That's
days,
right.
I'll tell you.
That's right.
But so I know you said you're not the biggest gamer, but are there any games that either sell really well or you do play and you recommend that people check out?
Yeah, I've got a few games for you actually. One of them being Star Realms by White Wizard Games. Let me see if I can get this on camera.
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
There
we go. I'm looking at myself and it's throwing me off here.
I know. I do that. You're backwards.
So Star Realms is by White Wizard Games. It's a great sci-fi deck building game. It's got really smooth mechanics. It's a 2-player game, but I think you can play with up to 6 players. You're like a competing space armada, and you go about recruiting new ships and new bases. You attempt to kind of undermine the authority of your opponent, and when you totally undermine the authority of your opponent, you've conquered the Star Realm. And it's got a really like nice low entry point for $15. You get a pack that 2 players can start playing right away. You know, you don't need to have 1,000 card storage box worth of collectible trading cards. You can just grab a simple box for $15 and start playing. It's a fun game.
Oh, perfect. That's great. I love games like that you can just start playing.
Yeah, it is. It's nice and easy. It's very simple. The mechanics are really smooth. You could just get in and just have fun. And again, for $15 between you and a friend, like just get going, start playing. It's great. And there are expansions and things like that as well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I might have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for us, or?
Another, I guess, if you're looking for something a little bit more complex, I would recommend maybe Argent, the Consortium. It's by Level 99 Games. We like them too. It's a strategy modular type board game, and the thinking goes that you're at this Argent University of Magic, and they're looking for a new chancellor, and you're a candidate for the job. So it's a lot of like deception and trickery, and you use your apprentices and spell books to build influence, and you kind of secretly manipulate the votes of those on the council, and it's a very like cutthroat type game, and it's certainly a little bit more for the, I would say, advanced gamer, but it's not super complex. It's like a European style. It focuses on player interaction and the like strong core mechanisms that allow new strategies to kind of emerge each time you play. It's a great game, again, for slightly more advanced gamers, but it's not so complex you get bogged down by the rules.
Oh, that's something I might have to check out, because I like cutthroat games. That sounds like
it's a lot of strategy and trickery and trying to outwit your opponent.
Yeah, sounds like something my husband would immediately beat me in, but I would have fun playing it anyways.
Yeah, I lose a lot.
Good. At least I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, if you don't have a local comic shop to support, then you can always go to oswegocomic.com. You guys are shipping now, which is super exciting.
We are. Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time in the past few weeks basically building a website from the ground up, which I have to thank Joe Samuels a lot for that. He's been helpful on the back end of things, kind of doing a lot of our technical support. But we've got over 1,000 items listed there. We've recently updated our shipping, so our shipping is a lot cheaper. Or customizable to what you might be looking to do. We also offer local pickup, curbside pickup. So if you want to just purchase something and skip the shipping altogether and then just select curbside pickup, we can get in touch with you and figure out what's the best way to get you your books or games or comics or toys or
That's great.
whatever you might need to ride out this unprecedented situation.
Yes,
so.
it's crazy. Hopefully it ends soon. Hopefully. I think I've got to come pick up my Mansions of Madness expansion anyway, so maybe I'll wave to you later today.
I do have that for you. We'll take that off Skype and we'll figure out how to get that to you.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Evan. This has been great.
Before you go,
Yeah.
I heard that there's something happening tomorrow, possibly.
Yes,
That tomorrow
there is.
actually today. Today is a big day, right?
Today?
Because this will be Friday.
Yes, this will be Friday. Yeah, so today technically.
So I want to sing you a little. I got you a little birthday brownie, and I'd like to just sing you a little happy birthday if you don't mind. Which I recently found out that it is copyright free. It's in free domain, so I can sing it, and we're not going to be penalized at all. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mama's Geeky. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, thank you. That
And
was awesome.
because of social distancing, I will eat the brownie, so I do
Okay,
apologize.
go for it, yeah.
But I owe you one. I owe you one.
Sounds good. Thank you.